Alright guys, getting started right now. Here we go. Alright guys, my name is Rich Guzman.
Hi guys, I'm Anastasia Halls, better known as Coach Ace.
And we are Ace and Rich, and welcome to Ace and Rich Freedom by Design. And today we're going to be talking about Make Money Online. Today is today that we talk about Make Money Online. Always do it on Thursday. And but I want to talk about something very important that has come to my attention. And I've been realizing that this is true, okay? Which is, people fail and systems succeed. Mm-hmm. Now, why is that? So I'm going to get into that today and everything else like that. But before we do, I want to actually see who is on the live with us. And then that way we could find out who's hanging out with us now. Let's see here. Okay, cool. Lamar, welcome, buddy. And then we got Facebook over here as well.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So we got our Freedom Warriors here subscribed on our YouTube channel. Hello, guys. And as you guys are popping in, just hit the chat, say, hey, what's up? And then we also have our fans and following and friends as well on Facebook.
Yeah, so guys, if you're watching this video right now, be sure do not change the dial. Because we're going to be talking about some things that are very important that could actually save your business and ways to make money online. Okay? I'll tell you that right now. So if you skip the channel and go somewhere else, you're going to miss the good, juicy stuff.
And you know what, guys? Being that we're going to be touching on a very specific topic here, we really like to help a lot of people. So would you guys do us a favor and just click on the share button and share this on your timeline and let everybody know that you actually have great access and information to this kind of training that's for free. Matter of fact, I just did a quick broadcast to the list to say, hey, leave your wallets at home, because today it's all about hanging out with Ace and Rich.
It's all about hanging out with Ace and Rich. I love it. That's a great email. Oh.
It is.
You're getting good. Oh, man.
Thank you.
See, hey, guys, I always said it. When you focus on one thing for a while, you keep practicing,
you get good at it.
You're going to get better.
You're going to get good at it, yeah.
So let's see. We got Tracy Lee, Joyce Jolly, and Diane Robin. What's up? And two other people are hopping on right now as well. What are the names?
Usually when we're on for a while, people just pop on a little bit later.
Hey, Michelle. How you doing? Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to the live.
So today's topic is going to be about systems, right?
I wanted to see if you were paying attention.
I do.
I always mess with it.
Yeah. So today's about systems.
Yeah, systems, because usually, why is it that when someone tries to make money online, they always fail? The majority fail, okay? Not everyone, but a pretty big portion fail, okay? And it's the reason why is because people don't have these systems in place that could actually start helping them create income on the internet. Like, for instance, when you have social media set up, those are systems in place where you can actually start building your audience, okay? You build your audience, you engage with the audience, and you sell to the audience. This is how people make money online. Doesn't matter what you're selling. It matters that you understand the system that you have in place to make money online. And this is one thing that people really need to understand. If they don't understand this is how they're going to keep failing and trying to figure out, like, well, I'm not making money. This doesn't work, right? This is a sham. Oh, it's because you don't have systems in place, so that way you could start making money, because you need leverage on the internet.
And people who don't have systems in place, pretty much what I have learned through my experience in coaching these particular clients is they actually reinvent the wheel because they feel that they have to be in control, right, Rich?
They do. And one of the things when you have a system in place, meaning systems already work. So I don't want you guys to try to reinvent the wheel, try to come up with this incredible invention about what you can do on the internet.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. All right? People already walked the path before you. Just follow the path, okay? And you'll make money online, okay? Now, I want to talk about some more details on this, though, because, systems succeed. And the reason why is because systems, number one, they don't have emotions, right?
Yes,
systems don't have emotions. Humans do.
Yes.
So we get all, when we try to do things on our own, we get all like, upset about things, but they don't work out a certain way. And we're just like, oh, God, that didn't work. And you get frustrated, and then you try to maybe change something, and maybe you weren't supposed to change it at that time. You see what I'm saying? Some good juicy stuff here, guys. Pay attention, okay? Now, why systems succeed, not only because they don't have emotions, but they have things in place that have already been tested to make sure that it works, okay? And if something already works, why would you try to invent something? If something works, why would you try to invent something, okay? So here are the key reasons why your business needs a marketing system. And if you don't have a system, it's going to be very difficult for you to make money on the internet. The
Very,
internet,
very difficult.
think about this.
Yes.
Before I go into the whole content. Understand that what is the internet? What is the internet? You guys are on the internet right now. You're watching us on video. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. These are all systems.
Yes. Yes.
Right? These are all systems.
Yes.
And you got to get systems in place to build leverage for your business.
Absolutely.
And this is how people can, work on their business with systems and then scale their business with their systems that they have.
And the thing about systems that I have come to learn through my experience is systems don't operate on their own. They need people.
They need people.
They need you.
Yep.
They need you to run these systems and duplicate the systems. This is how you grow.
Yep. So, and here's a really important factor, right? Like, here are the key reasons that your business needs a marketing system. You and your team will know exactly what steps they need to take. Okay? Let me repeat that again. You and your team will know exactly what steps they need to take in order to make money on the internet. But if they don't follow the system and they try to go out and do their own thing and try to figure it out for themselves, it can take about 5 years, could be a little bit longer. Some people do it a little bit less, but it's unlikely. Okay? Because you have to learn these skill sets, and they do take a while.
They do.
Just to be, frank and transparent with you.
Yes.
Now, the other thing is, your marketing system, improves your team's performance.
Oh, such a big one right there.
I can tell you, from experience, yes. Because if they have to create that all on their own by themselves, they would be, like, literally kicking themselves in the teeth.
Well, yeah, because it's time consuming, it requires testing, and it requires a big budget.
Yeah, that's true. Now, it enables you to scale your business, like I said a little earlier. Could you imagine having a system in place that already works? Okay? It already works. And now that you know it works, why wouldn't you scale it?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you scale it? I mean, you want to make more money, right? Well, you want to scale it. So this is why a system is important, because once that system is in place,
you can scale
you scale it, that's it, game over.
Yes.
You're firing the boss.
Yes.
Okay? So the other thing is, and I've always talked about this, guys. All right? I've always talked about this, about measuring your effectiveness in your marketing, right? It makes it easier. And the system, once it's in place, you can measure and then tweak a little bit here, tweak a little bit there, right? So it's not this big task,
Yes.
And you want to measure the effectiveness of your marketing because it'll make it easier for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And you always talk about this on the next one here. You always
Yes.
talk about this.
It makes measuring the effectiveness of your marketing easier, and it also teaches you how to know your product inside. Oh, bless
Excuse
you.
me.
Bless
big one.
Rich. Okay. You get to know your product inside and out. How do you expect to market something that you have no understanding about? Raise your hand, or can't raise your hand. I'm not in the audience. I'm still used to being talked on stage. What I want you to do is type in the chat, how many times have you actually fallen victim?
You think you're still on
I'm
stage?
still on stage. Yeah, because
No,
I'm
we're
always
back.
talking.
We're back home, baby.
I know. How many times did you fall victim to trying to market something that you know very little about, and you're not fully confident in actually trying to convey the information of what you just learned about it? Most people do, right? Let me see. Okay, I'm definitely living proof of that. When I first started in this industry as a newbie, okay, I bought products and services and got involved with other programs, and little did I know about the product, right? And focused so much on the selling factor that I really should have spent more time in understanding the inside and outs of my product or service before I could literally try to, share the benefits of the benefits to my potential prospects.
So what did you get out of it when you started, coming online, with your business, and you started using, these systems?
Mm-hmm.
What has it done?
The systems actually organized a way for me to literally lay out a plan of action so that I knew exactly what to focus on in addressing my customers' problems.
Wow, that's good.
Okay,
Yeah,
did
that's
you guys
good.
get that? So it's laying out a plan for you to address your customers' problems. That's how you're going to be able to make the sale and make money online, is to address your customers' problems and pre-frame your product and service around that problem.
Yes, absolutely. And I like what Lamar said, if it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Yeah, it's
this
true.
is smart. That
That's
is
right.
very smart.
Yeah.
Yes. And Santo says, free yeah. How you doing, Santo? Nice to see you, man. Let's see here. So the other thing I want to talk about is I always talk about this is I always get ideas from competitors.
Yes.
And because competitors study other competitors.
Well, big businesses do it too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to know your competition.
It's no different online. You still have to know your competition.
Yeah.
Yes.
And one of the things that I look for when I want to make money online is I want to make sure not only that the system is in place, right? I want to make sure that I focus on finding quality.
Absolutely.
To me, like you said, I have to solve a customer's problem,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Because people want something out of life,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
For many reasons. But we have to have quality behind the product. We have to have quality behind the system. Something that is, quality, I mean more value as far as high quality, okay?
And if you really know what you're looking for and you pay close attention to your competitors' methods, there's definitely a secret within those methods, and it's formulated in a way you can pick out the cues
Yes.
of how they're actually, solving their customers'
And
problems.
how they're selling too.
And how they're
Yeah.
selling.
Yeah.
Because almost every single time they either write it, speak about it, or do a video on it, you will pick it up. Because it's common. It's common. It's like the most common thing that they always focus on. Not the call to action. It's not the call to action. It's how they're actually relaying the information and pre-framing it around people's problems.
Exactly. So focus on quality, guys. Very, very
Quality
important.
is everything.
Now, what do we do around these systems? Okay? And you can see us right now. What we're doing is we're actually creating content.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, in real time, you're seeing it right now. We are creating live content.
Yes.
I can't tell you with our content how many sales we have made from just having content out on the marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Now, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, for example, you pick one, okay, and you focus on it and you create content for the long period of time. And what you're doing is you're creating your own system. You create a blog, you write content on there, right? Guess what happens? You create a system, right? What's the next thing? Facebook, right? You put posts up. After a while, you have so many posts that when the year 2019 comes around, you could start that same post from last year, from the first day you started in 2018.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
You have a system.
Yeah.
It's awesome,
Exactly.
right? Very, very powerful, guys. And this is how we generate leads. This is how we make sales. And I'm telling you guys,
You'd be surprised.
we make sales on autopilot from
Yeah.
creating these systems.
Yes.
And we're patient. First of all, guys, we're patient. When we create these systems, we create the content. We know it's going to take a while to build up organically, right?
Right.
And then it starts to just take its shape of its own.
And we're not expecting anything when we create content.
We just do it because we
Yeah.
give.
Yeah, don't
Okay?
don't try to create a piece of content and expect a sale. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to be consistent, and you got to let it compound interest over time.
Yeah.
And that compounding of interest requires you to generate the audience's attention to the point that they
Yes.
actually want to feel, that you actually are solving their pain point or problem, and they want to click on your link, and they feel that they want to be taken to your sales page.
Yes.
And then they decide if they want to buy. That's the thing. And you have to have the numbers in your favor. And that's the next thing that Rich is going to touch on, which is...
Okay, I got a question for you guys, okay? I love participation when it comes to these lives, right? For me, interaction is everything. The more you interact with me, the more energy I get, the more I can give back to you, right? So, what I want you guys to answer this simple question. Why is it essential to have a system? Why is it essential to have a system? Answer that question in the chat box right now. Why is it essential to have a system? You guys are going to love the answer to this. I'm telling you right now. But I want some participation. I want you guys to, really, really think about this because I want to teach you guys. I want you guys to learn something.
Yes.
See, when we do these lives, it's about teaching you. And the more that you learn from what we're teaching, boom, there it is right there. Art Ross just said it right now.
Blast
Automation. Hey Art, how you doing?
How
oh
you
my
doing, Art?
God, I haven't seen him forever.
I know.
Yes, automation is so important. It's all about automating your marketing.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
It just makes life so much easier.
Can you imagine compared to what the power we have at our fingertips and these tools that we have access to in today's marketplace, okay, in business, online, that could automate almost every single thing that you need to run an entire company on the internet, compared to you trying to put your hands in so many buckets and so much responsibility and do everything manually, or even have to hire employees, right? A staff, and do it all that way, right?
Yes.
It could be daunting. But the power of the internet, these bots, these robots, these tools, they're designed to literally just take the weight off your shoulders, and you can just get more done in less time.
Right. The only thing I have a gripe about is like certain kind of bots that don't seem like really human.
Yeah.
And it's not really like it. We still have a long way to go, I think, before we really like it's really good.
Till we get there, yeah.
Yeah, because what I'm seeing is sometimes people can tell, like it'll be good for a little while, and then people will catch on, and they'll be like, okay, well that marketing strategy doesn't work anymore. Gotta go find something else to do. For me, I like to keep the human touch, even when I have a system in place.
Mm-hmm.
That system attracts, the people that we're looking for.
Yes.
And then once we get that personal touch, we get connected with them, build that relationship. This is why I love automation, right? I love when leads come in every day. We get leads coming in every day. Our list keeps building up every single day on autopilot.
Right.
We get to meet brand new people all the time.
Right.
Brand new people get to meet us all the time on autopilot, right? With through our list, right? Our follow-up series of emails, and it's just a really powerful way to really build your business on the internet, to really make money online when it comes to the internet. Okay?
Now, I'm not dissing ManyChat, okay? There was a training recently for ManyChat. Many people have a hole to fill in their business that they could leverage ManyChat. But I warn you, do not think that ManyChat can replace the human connection.
No, it can't.
Because people are fickle. Disappoint them once, and that's it. You lose a fan for life.
You're done.
You just lost somebody. They know when you're not real. They know when they see in their message box that, oh, this is some automated message. This doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
They can tell how it's set up. This is why just take a little moment to literally care and type in a human message so that they know that you're alive, that you're there on the other side, that you care about them enough to write them a message. Because I do it, and I don't rely on ManyChat. I really don't. That's just my take on it.
So before we take questions, guys, we're going to have one more thing I want to talk about, then we'll take questions. Now, we want to talk about this is very important. I've done this as well, outsourcing to optimize your marketing. Mm-hmm. And you can start, the best way to do it really is to start with one thing to outsource. Don't try to outsource everything right away.
Yeah.
Start with a little something. Like for us, we've done outsourcing with our blog for content.
Yes.
And we already have someone that writes just like Anastasia, right? So we want to make sure that it was like that. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, she writes just like you. This is awesome. Gotta put that.
Took a while to find that.
I know, but now we got somebody who can put in the Rolodex. You know what I mean? So, but start with one thing so you can get good at outsourcing one thing, and then you can just do the other thing. Until
you have a very, very big business that you definitely need to rely on these messenger bots to handle your correspondence for you and your marketing and things like that when you're messaging and following up with your fans. Wait till you get to that point. I feel that when you're small, just getting started, you definitely want to have that one-on-one touch.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, and then you just rinse and repeat.
Yes.
This is the whole process. Mm-hmm. This is how you make money online. Now, we do have some questions already. And guys, if you have any more questions, be sure to type it up here in Facebook and YouTube as well. And we'll get to your question. Now, we have a question from, is it Mia? Maya or Mia? Mia, right?
It looks like Mia.
Mia. Yeah. Hey Mia, how you doing? Welcome to our live.
Hello.
Let's see here. How can I make money on Pinterest?
How can you make money on Pinterest? Well, Pinterest is a whole marketing strategy in itself.
Yeah.
The best advice I can give you, because I can't quote and answer your question on something I'm not personally doing.
Well, wait a minute. It does, because I've done Pinterest.
There's courses on it.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah. It depends on what you're offering. Mm-hmm. For instance, people, what they do is with Pinterest is they put different kinds of images, and those images got to be captivating, because that's what Pinterest is all about, right? You have that great images. And what you do is you have to have an affiliate offer, okay? And you could really build up that portfolio of image, and you could take like a tracking link and track how many clicks you're getting to your images, okay? To see the results, which images are getting more click-throughs.
But let me add to that, because when I've been checking out with Pinterest, is they changed their algorithms just like Facebook did.
Right.
And you got to be careful with tracking because they won't allow it. So you need to make sure you're checking the FAQ section of Pinterest that they will
double
allow.
Check on that. Yeah,
double check on that first. Yeah.
But some people use like Google tracking,
or their domain.
Domain.
Their domain.
Very, very simple. But you want to make sure that you find out what images are paying off, because that's what it's all about with Pinterest. Okay. So if you get more high engagement on that image, then you can drive them exactly to the offer that you want. But you have to have an offer. So what are you selling? Okay. And if you don't have nothing to sell, like your own product, you have to make sure that you look for a product that can pay your commission.
There you go. There you go. Yep. That's awesome. How you can do it.
Cool. Yeah, because we got stuff on Pinterest. We get traffic through Pinterest all the time. Go to our blog.
That's what I'm saying. It goes to our blog.
Yep. All right. So.
Jaime
Morales. Thank you for answering my question. Oh, you're welcome, Mia.
You're welcome.
Hopefully we said your name right, Mia.
I think it was Mia.
Yeah. Let's see here. And let's see what other questions we have.
Joyce Jolly.
Joyce Jolly.
Let's see. Yes, automation is okay for a while, but personal messaging is humanizing, but aren't systems duplicatable?
Certain systems are duplicatable, yes, but other systems can get very complicated, okay?
Oh, can they?
And this is why we like to keep systems very simple. A great system, guys, that can cause duplication very quickly, it has to be very simple and fine-tuned.
I like your word, streamline.
Yeah.
Very fine-tuned, simple, and streamlined.
Yeah, it has to be streamlined.
Yeah, you don't want something that's going to have like looking over here, over there, and then when you click, you're like all over. You're like all over.
Yeah, we don't want that. We want
streamline.
We want a narrow hallway, no side doors.
Yeah,
no
exactly.
Door, that's it. Okay?
Yeah, you know what
very,
you're doing.
Very, very simple.
And you're totally walked through.
Exactly. Cool.
You're welcome. All right, who else has a question? How about you guys on Facebook?
Facebook, man, YouTube's beating out Facebook today. So guys, give us some likes and some hearts and some shares, and definitely leave a comment below this video here, also on YouTube, and don't forget to smash that likes button. All right, Jaime Morales, what is up, my brother?
Tracy Lee says, Q, hey Ace and Rich, I love the branding video yesterday. Could you post the link so I can pick up the full package? It was great. Before
we do, why don't we get together so I know you can prepare yourself the right way so you can make sure you look like the bee's knees, okay? I want to make sure that I got to be clear on what you want, right? So we know exactly where to guide you as far as like in the back office, stuff like that.
Okay, Mia, it says another question. Mia has another question. Can you suggest an app or a website that can make money?
I could answer that, Mia, but you have to answer me one question first. What are you passionate about? That's what you have to ask yourself. What are you passionate about? And once you know that, you have to make sure there is a market for it. So if it's about fitness, there's a market for it. If it's about healthy eating, right, like veganism or just healthy eating in general, there's a market for it. And if you want to know about like what's the one I'm thinking of? Tons of stuff out there.
There's a lot of niches. Yeah.
Bodybuilding.
There's niches.
That's a market for
different niches.
Because you have to have a hungry market in order for you to make money online.
Yes.
And if you don't, because people can say, well, I'm passionate about doing this, and it's kind of one of those things like not really much people are searching for it, right? So you got to make sure you find something that's a hungry market. And very important, you might want to write this down, Mia. Make sure that there's competition.
Oh yeah.
If there's competition, you'll make money. You'll make money.
If there's more people fighting for that buck, you definitely want to get in on it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yes. How about writing a novel?
Well, what kind of novel? What kind of novel? See, the thing about it is, if you want to write something, here's a tip for you. I would go to Amazon, find out who is a top writer in the kind of novel that you want to write, and go on YouTube and see if people are searching for that and how many people are searching for that. And if you got over like like tens of thousands of people searching for it, then that's a pretty good market to get started with. Absolutely, because then what you can do is you can create your own novel, romance. Okay, cool. So go to Amazon, find the top romance novel on Amazon, okay? And then look at that same title, put it in YouTube and even in Google, and find out how many people are searching for it. You can do that with a little tool that we use called Keyword Everywhere. You just add it right to your browser.
Not only that, but I will give you some tips because I have a little bit of experience in self-publishing. And number one, Mia, you can't really build your brand alone. You've got to meet some people in the marketplace. So it seems to me that you're a writer, and it seems to me you want to do something with self-publishing in the romance genre. So what I recommend you do, okay, is, do you have a blog? Type in the chat. Let me know, Mia. Do you have a blog?
Not only that, but you know what I'm thinking too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, we're going to really coach you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking, Mia? What is it about, like, let me see here. Do you understand romance very well? Do you have a very successful relationship? Because if you do, I have a great idea for you, but I need to know if that's true. Okay, so you don't.
She doesn't.
Okay.
No, she's answered my question.
Oh.
She doesn't have a blog. Okay, one thing you have to understand that many writers in this industry I have interviewed on my talk show in the past is they didn't brand themselves properly. Okay, and if they're coming out with a book and they expect to make money online, then they gotta make sure they're building their audience first.
Yes.
All right, and on top of that, you gotta surround yourself with people of influence in the writers industry.
Yes.
So if you're gonna self-publish a novel, okay, obviously you're not gonna make money on your first book, and that's just the truth.
Yeah.
You have to have people pushing you out there. You have to get your face in front of your audience. You also got to have opportunities to jump on where you're being interviewed about your story, about the reason why people should buy the book from you, and also what is it about your book that's better than everybody else out there. That's what you have to be up against. And if you can sell you, they will buy your book.
And go back to the idea that I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a very successful relationship, and you have experience in having a relationship for many years, you can teach people how to have a high quality relationship. You see, the way you make money on the internet, guys, is that you want to make sure that you solve a problem. And if you can solve a problem in the marketplace,
Mm-hmm.
you'll make money.
And this is why I asked you if you had a blog, because before you embark on, I don't even know if you have a manuscript yet, but when you say, I want to make money online, I have a book idea, and I want to do something in the romance, genre or industry, then you need to make sure that you start with branding yourself, you have a blog, and you start writing short stories about romance, about offering advice for couples, about, giving tips, about how to spice it up in the bedroom. I mean, I don't know. But just to get things going.
There's a market for it.
There'll be traffic coming to your site for those particular topics. And here's the thing. This is where internet marketing skill sets come in. This is why we're digital marketers. You gotta learn how to do keyword research in your industry so you know what hot keywords are being searched out by the people that want help.
And study your competitors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And believe me, there are people who have problems in the bedroom. So you can write all about it all day, but you got to make sure you're putting quality content out there.
Look at this. Now Robin says, I have no questions. Welcoming a new member. Another one. Look at that.
Oh, well done, Dire Robin.
Wow,
well
man,
done.
I give it a applaud on that
Well
one.
done. Yeah, guys,
Congratulations.
we never know what people are going to ask us, but, Mia has a hot passion for, romance. She wants to write a novel. And this is what we talk about. You got to pick your poison. You got to pick your passion. Whatever you pick, you must be in love with it. It must wake you up in the morning. It must drive you. It must say, I will not go to bed until I get this done.
Yes.
So if you're really going to believe in writing, then damn it, you got to write until, your heart's content. Because people say they want to do something, but they don't see it through. Just like dancing, just like singing, just like playing a sport, just like, writing a book. It's not something that everybody chooses to do, but very few people will be successful at it as long as they stay consistent and see it to the end.
Exactly. Warner just arrived from Thailand. Good morning from Thailand. Warner here. Sorry for being late hopping on. Hey, Warner, you don't have to say sorry or anything. Don't worry about it. I just appreciate that you're here.
Yes, absolutely. We have Ron Barrett, Wendy Muffet, Norma Jean. Hey.
He's across from the land and across from the pond.
Yeah, definitely.
So there's a
Yeah.
that's a ways way. I mean, that's really far.
Now here's a cue coming in from Joyce Jolly here. Says, can you do a training specifically on keyword research?
Well, yeah, I mean, we can do that in our training in our private inner circle. Sure, that's you know, I'm gonna write that down.
Put it on the board, honey.
How we guys?
Hey, by the way, do you guys remember from the last training we did? I know it's been a while because we've been actually, you know, dealing with the Mr. X, you know, masterclass, which a lot of you guys were on. So awesome. How awesome was Mr. X these past 3 days? Wasn't it awesome, right?
Is that amazing?
Hearts,
or
hearts,
what?
hearts, likes, all that good stuff. It was absolutely amazing. And today was his last day because, you know what, he just only had time to do it in the afternoon. And after that, he's jet setting off to another gorgeous place where
I don't know where he's going
He's
next.
the lifestyle king, man. That's where he goes, where his laptop takes him.
Yeah. So if you guys
Yep.
if you guys missed that,
Yes.
you know, we actually been talking to him and he hasn't got back to us yet, but we're waiting to see if he can give us a special link to maybe have a recording or something like that for you.
We're
So,
pushing.
we're
We're
for
trying.
that
Yeah,
to
because
see.
it wasn't
Yeah.
recorded, but we're trying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm hoping he has it recorded because if he does, then we can give it to you guys and you guys can
Yeah.
still have a chance to get on board. Because,
If we can get it, would you guys want it?
yeah.
Who here would be interested? Give me a 1 in the chat if you did not attend the master class and you would be interested if we could get Mr. X to get us a replay recording. Would you guys want it?
Yeah, huge, guys, huge.
Give us a 1 in the chat. Let me see it in Facebook, YouTube. What we got, ones? You see what Tracy wrote?
What?
I love you
Tristan
guys.
is like, oh God, I'll pay like $3,000 for that. I would tell you that there's a big shift happening in the marketplace as far as making money online, guys.
Yes.
And what we're going to have the ability to do is keep more money in our pocket. Not saying every system is like this, but there are systems out there that are designed to keep more money in the company's pocket
Yes.
versus your own pocket. And, you know, I'm not pointing fingers, nothing like that, but I've seen them out there, and I can tell you that it's changing. It's
It
changing.
really is.
New companies are coming out, new systems are coming out now where, you know, the primary focus is more for the affiliates now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so happy I'm starting to see that trend happen. So
It's definitely a time
it's
that's
a breath of
coming.
fresh air.
A time that has come.
And I'm starting to see veterans really open up their eyes to this kind of stuff, right? And when I see veterans really pay attention, it's something important. So.
But yeah, Joyce Jolly, you know, brought up a very valid, great suggestion is to come up with a class on keyword research, and yeah, we can work on that.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Excellent.
So
what I was saying, before I forget my train of thought, who here got their whiteboard for our whiteboard challenge? Do you guys remember we challenged you and we said, who here is going to take action and get the whiteboard? And there's a story behind getting the whiteboard. You guys want me to remind you about the story? You guys want to know why you should get a whiteboord? Mia, do you have a whiteboard? Mia, do you have a whiteboard? Okay, this is very, very important, okay? Do not underestimate the power of the whiteboard. There's a story behind it, why we're saying get a whiteboard. Okay, who doesn't know the story about Ace and Rich and the whiteboard? You didn't hear the story?
Oh yeah, when we didn't have no furniture or nothing like that.
Can I speak? Oh my gosh, you like totally.
No, but there's more to it though.
No, yes, but I want to explain because some people are brand new.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so let me explain to you guys, for those of you who are brand new, they're watching us on YouTube, and those of you who are brand new watching us on Facebook, okay? So back in 2016, you know, Rich and I were, you know, really just getting our first apartment, okay? And it was just like at the time we were moving in, well, 2013 to 2016. Okay, so in that time frame, 2013, on January 1st, 2013, we were homeless. And we were living in a Motel 6.
New Year's Eve.
On New Year's Eve. And I had my child. My child was 5 years old at the time. He was still baby. And so, you know, I managed to get us out of the Motel 6, and very, very scared at this point. And we got our first real apartment with a little bit of money, okay? A little bit of money. And the only person that was the breadwinner in the family was, you know, Rich.
Yeah, I had to go back to work.
And so he had to go back to work and stuff. And then we moved into this really nice 2-bedroom condo where we live in right now. And there was no furniture, okay? Absolutely no furniture. I mean, this got like a built-in, kitchen table.
But I had my computers because I built computers and I kept them, so
yes.
I had my computers.
And so what happened was, we have a refrigerator, totally empty, no food. You're moving into a brand new apartment. You got to buy these things, right? So we had no cutlery, no pots and pans and nothing. We literally had to, sit on the floor, okay? We had to sit on the floor. And the first piece of furniture we bought was a whiteboard. We didn't buy no couches. We didn't buy no chairs.
This big sucker right here.
This one right here. This whiteboard, okay? And it was because of this whiteboard that, let me see, Rich, you showing it?
I want to make sure they can see it.
Oh, I'm sure they can. Look, it just is a little delay, that's all.
All right there.
Yeah, there we go. We got the whiteboard. We got the pack of markers with the eraser, okay? And this whiteboard was our way of getting Rich to literally not focus on the problem at hand, but to focus on the solutions. So he would grab the marker and he would go like Einstein and start writing formulas all over the place.
Yeah.
And he was literally creating the funnel for our business. He was creating it from scratch. And he was making the systems and the pages and coming up with ideas how to generate leads, and it was just like magic just happening right there. Like y'all would have been like a fly on the wall to see it, right? When it was just first being birthed and started. And so these ideas started popping out of everywhere when Rich, and he didn't focus on the problem. He just kept focusing on the solution. And so I tell you this because I really care about you guys, and I want you guys to think like entrepreneurs. Okay, regardless of what it is you're picking your knack at, get a whiteboard and start jotting down the ideas and formulas and things that you're learning and get it out there, because if left in here ain't gonna do you no good. You're gonna take action when you hold the marker. The one that holds the marker is the one that makes the money. So make sure that you're writing it stuff, all of it. Write it all down. And then here's one of the biggest tips that Rich did. Take your smartphone and take a picture before you erase your formulas. And save all the pictures, because we still have all the pictures saved from 2013. And all of those formulas, sometimes you have to go back to some of them. Like, we gotta go back to the basics.
Some of them were like crazy, like I mean, just ideas just coming out. And I was thinking about and creating like how money's being created here and there.
Yes.
And believe it or not, we took action on it and we started making money. So
we started making money because most of his ideas, we always made money. So I trusted him when I was just like, wow, what did you come up with next? And part of it I didn't quite understand, but he was like, just trust me. Yeah. This is going to work. And as soon as we tested it, I couldn't believe it. We were actually generating leads. Yep. We were actually making sales, And this is what I'm telling you, as soon as you get an idea, you learn something from Hot Seat, which is tomorrow at 4 p.m. Don't forget.
4 p.m. is
you learn something from this or any of our videos that is here on our channel or on our YouTube lives. Guys, get the ideas and write them on the board. I seen some pictures from our Inner Circle group that literally sent us pictures, and one person did a video. Like it was Christmas. They were so happy to go in the truck. Oh my God, my whiteboard arrived, and they were losing Santo.
I love Santos, man.
It was awesome. That was so
video,
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Did he get a shirt?
Speaking of which, Santo, don't forget we have your shirt. We're gonna be sending it in the mail. We've just been really busy, but we will still send you your shirt. We held a drawing. Was it last Hot Seat? Yeah, last Hot Seat, and Santo was one of the winners that got the right answer on Guess This Image, and he guessed it correctly. He was right on target of where the place was.
Yeah, he couldn't make it to Reno, so we had some shirts from Reno, grabbed a couple and wanted to draw it.
And we have his size, and we're going to send him a nice shirt.
It's awesome.
But yeah, guys, get the whiteboard. Who has a whiteboard? Let me see, Rich, check the messages here. Let's take a look. Who has a whiteboard?
Who has a whiteboard?
They say, I'm going to get it. Okay.
Get it like yesterday.
Yes, get it.
Black Friday.
Don't get a puny little teeny one. I'm talking about, you gotta say, Black Friday deals, right? Staples.
Yeah. Staples.
And you just get a big one, get a big one. Some people got the ones with the stands. That's cool, whatever. Yeah. But what we did, we got the big wall one. The big wall one.
We had two of them. We had a small one, and we brought two of them, really. We had a small one and a big one. Because I was running out of room in that small one.
Yeah.
But that small one didn't survive all my work I did on it. It actually broke apart.
let's see here. Joey Stolly says, I'm waiting for my whiteboard to come. I had
She's
a
out of her
problem with
mind.
my...
She's like,
I know, you're jonesing. You're like, where's my whiteboard, girl?
It's great to really see
Yeah.
what you can draw, because once you draw something and you see it,
Mhm.
you know, even if you're drawing like your squares, like your emails, when you're following
Yeah.
up, you get creative and you get to see your business.
Mhm.
And that's powerful, guys. When you get to see it like that, it's powerful. It really
Yes.
is.
Just be patient. I know you're like really anxious to get it in the mail. It's on its way. Check the
But
actual
Joyce,
tracking on
she
it.
asked, like, what books were you reading, or, you know, radio you were listening to when you were coming out of your challenge?
When we were coming out of our challenge, it's a very good question. Actually, you were in Reno, so there was an image that I had up on stage where I shared, you saw me working, and then you saw the picture of all the books I had. Those are the very same books I was reading. So, like, Never Eat Alone, I had that book by Farazi. I had, oh my God, I had, you know, books by Jim Rome. I had Jeffrey Combs books, you know, Money is My Friend, because I had to, you know, improve my relationship with money. Like, I had to get rewired.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I'm the one that kind of pushed that on you.
You sure did, because thank goodness you actually just was like, here's the
Yeah.
books, you know. He had the books, and I actually went and got some from the library.
But I have...
Then I made my way, right? Didn't I get a library card and I went and got to the library?
Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah.
have... Like, I do, like, a lot of audios and some books, but I listen to audios more.
Yeah.
And I've listened to tons of... Pretty much all... I got, like, over 10 different CD packs from my coach, Jeffrey Combs, and every one is so valuable that I've listened to all of them. I'm not kidding, guys. All of them,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And that helped me really get by. Jim Rome, that helped me get by. The book I did read was 12 Pillars of Success. Love that one. And then the other audio was The Science of Getting Rich from Wallace D. Wattles. And then I started getting into more Bob Proctor of his version of Science of Getting Rich. And man, that just really helped me understand, like, why the mind does what it does and why the mind gets trapped in its own default thinking. And if you guys have not seen that, go online, and I'm telling you, The Science of Getting
Very,
Rich.
very good.
I
Very
watched
good.
that. I'm not kidding. Like, literally
Yeah.
over 20 times.
Yes.
I got so much out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that helped.
Not everybody actually is in a homeless situation, but if you were in our situation, you know, what would you do, right? What we're saying to you is the way we handled the challenges, Joyce, and it's a very good question, is, you know, we kept our mindset sharp. Okay? We kept our mindset sharp. We didn't lose focus on the prize, which is freedom.
Yeah.
And that's what we really cared about, was to have that freedom, because we knew we had to go back to work. We knew we had to get jobs. We knew we had to stick it out, deal with the, you know, the bullshit, and go to work and do the 9 to 5 and, you know, miss out on time with our family and with each other and not see each other enough. And we knew we were doing it for a different reason.
Different mindset.
A different mindset.
Yeah.
Those books equipped us with the strength and the knowledge and the oh my God, it just built the rhino skin for us to keep sharp, to never lose sight of what our ultimate goal was, and it was freedom. And we attained that in less than a year.
And you know what's funny is, like, I was sitting down and I was teaching her visualization skills, and I remember the time that she was like, I don't understand how you can visualize things. I struggle with that.
I had a hard time.
And I said, okay,
with
so
that.
I said, let's have a seat.
Yeah.
Sit down, close your eyes, and I want you to think about us being on an island. And this is when we were struggling, guys. I said, I want you to think about when we're on an island.
Can you imagine?
And I want you to pretend this is like, you know, just a drink. And I said, I want you to hold the drink in your hand, okay?
Yeah.
And as you're holding this drink in your hand, your eyes are closed, right? I go, can you smell that salt air? Can you smell the salt from the ocean? Can you feel the breeze going through your hair and hitting your face? With such clarity, you could breathe so good. Can you feel that? And I made it really start, like, almost like hypnotizing, right? Like, just starting her to get to that deep thought. And then what I did was, when we actually, you know, attained our freedom, we ended up in Maui, Hawaii, and we sat right in front of the ocean, having a drink, pina colada, and we sat there, and I said, close your eyes. I said, can you feel that ocean breeze? How's that drink taste?
Yeah, man.
You know?
Like, what?
You smell the salty air?
Yes.
And she was, and then, but it didn't hit her until I said that. You see what I'm saying? During the visualization, she didn't really get it.
Yeah.
But when we were there and we were physically there from
was
visualizing it,
surreal.
we sat
right
there and she felt it.
Yes.
And then she turned to me. She's like she was like shocked. She was like, "Oh my God!"
It was identical. Like the taste, the sound, the feeling, the breeze coming from the trade winds in Hawaii. Everything that I was envisioning, all was identical, including the taste of the drink.
And I told her, I said, "You feel the breeze?"
Mm-hmm.
That's a powerful story, guys.
Yeah.
About visualization. Yeah. Like if you're visual, I mean, if you could visualize to the point that as you close your eyes, you could feel what you want to feel in the future, you will stop at nothing to make sure that freedom becomes for real.
Yes, absolutely. So you got to want it, guys. You really got to want it. And you got to learn about these systems and you got to understand them, you know, because if you want someone to lock arms with you, become a partner, perhaps work with you on your team, you really got to understand how to work with these systems and how they actually can work together with you in understanding it together. One of the things that we're doing is our accountability partnerships, and we've been doing this for a while now, and it's absolutely working. It's been working since how many years?
Oh God, I mean, I've had it since before I met you.
Yeah.
You know, with Patty, and years. I mean, I think we just recently stopped. Not too long ago. And then we restarted it again. Yeah. Yeah, with new people. Yeah. So, you know, this actually helps people grow together and you hold each other accountable. And with the systems that you're a part of. That's another thing that's a cool secret. Mia's back. Mia says, hey, about my question, can you suggest a website or an app that I can create a novel? Well, most people actually can create their own book already. Using, you know, Microsoft Word and then having to outsource it where somebody can take the manuscript and put it into, you know, a PDF. And then right from there, you know, you've got to do the work. You've got to find a publishing house. You've got to get it into as many publishing houses' hands, and that's going to take some time on your part. But you got to find out who's who and actually find out if they like your book. You know, you might like it, but does everybody else like it? Think about this, Mia. Chicken Soup for the Soul, written by who wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul? I had a brain fart for a minute. Cubby? No. Steven? Yeah, because you're asking me off the fly right now.
See, okay. Can somebody help me here? Who wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul? Does everybody remember Chicken Soup for the Soul? It's actually one of the best series out there in the personal development industry. Okay? Chicken Soup for the Soul, Rich. Yeah, Google it. See, we keep it real, guys. Listen here. Who's Chicken Soup for the Soul? Let me see. The original,
so many different versions.
I know they done. Yeah, but the original.
Jack Canfield.
Thank you, Jack Canfield. Okay, when he spoke and shared the story, Mia, about the first manuscript for Chicken Soup for the Soul, and he went to over and over and over to more than 20 publishing houses. They all told him no. They was like, nobody's going to read that crap. Nobody's going to be interested in it. Everybody else is writing better stuff than this. Nobody's interested in short stories. And the thing is, he never quit. He never gave up. He wholeheartedly believed that this was going to be a New York Times bestseller. Mm-hmm. And because of his belief, he made it happen. And now that book is on every shelf around the world. In every supermarket, in every bookstore. And it's absolutely amazing the stories that are in there that has helped change people's lives. So when I tell you, you want to really believe in being a writer, believe in getting a novel going, then put in the time, do your due diligence, find the right people to talk to in the writer's industry. Go Google it. Go Google it. You got to be self-reliant. Go Google it. You know, one of the things you got to understand is, like I said, find somebody in the writing industry who has the power of influence. You know, it may take you to meet some big dogs in the industry and ask them personally, hey, who can I talk to that'll help me get my book out there? Right. How can I get my first book out there? Matter of fact, check your local small business administration, and they have workshops. And you can check your local small business administration. They have like little trade shows and workshops where you can meet and network at little networking parties that you can get involved in to meet other people. Yeah. Okay? But that's the best I can give you. As far as an app or something like that, I can't recommend it.
Yeah.
I can't.
All right, guys, that was the last question, guys. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by our live today. And stay tuned for the hot seat tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be square. Don't miss it, because this is where we actually take all your questions and help you get unstuck.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for all the likes, the hearts, the engagement. We love the engagement for today, guys. And don't forget, we are looking forward to seeing you tomorrow on the hot seat. Till next time, everybody. Same time, same bat channel. We will see you on the next one.
Adios.
Take care. Bye now.